Good morning, day 135, and I am just leaving Anau and trying to hitch to Princhester Road. So once I get there, then I'll be back on trail and start walking up into the hills. So fingers crossed for the hitch. Bill's decided to stay here for a rest day, but I'm happy to move on. I'm feeling good, so I'll stick my thumb out and see how it goes. Invercargill, 156 kilometers. It's not far now. Alright, I made it back to Princhester Road. That was pretty easy. The lift, it was less than half an hour to catch a lift, so got a ride with a very nice person, and I'm going to be heading up here, so up into, I think, that pass up there to the left of the trees there. This is Lower Princhester Hut. It's a nice setting, lovely spot, but I'm not going to stop here. I made such good time on the hitch and on the walk up to here that it's only 10:15, and I'm going to keep on going to Araroa Hut. Alright, just had a nice little rest and a snack at Lower Princhester Hut, so I'm going to hit the trail again and head off in that direction. So it's 16 k's to Araroa Hut and 760 meters up and 780 meters down, so that's going to be a bit of a mission. So yeah, it's going to be hard work, but it's 10:30, so I've got all day. I'll take my time and hopefully I'll get there. It's a nice piece of bush, lots of roots, and it's going to get pretty steep, I think, but yeah, this is going to be fun. Nice to see some ferns again, haven't seen any for a while. This little fantail has been following me at about an arm's length for ages. Very friendly little creature. This bush here has so much more undergrowth. I think it must be moister forest here, a lot more moisture on the ground. Because up by Merrivale Lakes it was a beech forest there as well, but the undergrowth was really sparse. But here there's plenty of it and lots of bird life as well. I made it up to the saddle. It's the high point of the climb, or of the trail for today, so pleased with that, but I've still got a long way to go. But look at this, isn't this a lovely spot? Even got a log to sit on and have a rest. The Southland mud has started in earnest now, really getting into it. Alright, just come out of the forest and hit some tussock land, so I'll be going across this for a while, I think, and looks like we're on the other side of the Takitimu range now. Well, went through the first batch of tussock and then back through another bush section, and now I've got more tussock ahead of me, but the last little bit was much quicker than the first forest, so that bodes well for the rest of the day. Hopefully it'll be just as easy from here on in. Fingers crossed. All of the open areas that I'm going through now, whether it's tussock or moss like this, are all just swamp. A whole lot. It's just bog fest. Oh well, feet are wet anyway, so never mind. I'm just at the summit just before Araroa Hut, and wow, what a day. It has been fantastic. I've thoroughly enjoyed today. It's been really nice. We had perfect weather for it. It's been hard going. Yes, really hard trek. I've done 22 k's, I think it is, and going 11 hours. It's been hard yakka, so up through the forest, a big climb. The track was really hard, and then through the tussock and back in the bush, and tussock and bush, and every bit of tussock was actually a swamp, so it was just mud underneath. So yeah, hard going, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been really cool. It's just such a nice area. The bush is great, and the scene, the views are awesome. So yeah, been having a great day. Here's Araroa hut. Thank goodness. It's a sight to behold. There's a nice little swimming hole here in the corner, so I'm going to have a wash and maybe a proper swim as well. Good morning. Today is day 136 and just about to leave Araroa hut. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do today. It's a bit of a late start. It's 9:15. I was a bit slow getting up this morning. Didn't sleep that well. A lot of pain from my knee and my hip. So I'm thinking that I'm pushing it a bit hard, and I need to cut back a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to break down and not make it. So I might have a shortish day today. Lower Wairaki hut is in 13k, so I might stop there. If not, I might push on another 8k's to Telford campsite if the body's feeling up to it. But I'll have to wait and see how I go in the first section and see. I might just make it a couple of short days rather than one long day. The swamp done. Now into the forest. I think I'll be in the forest until I get to Lower Wairaki hut. I think, so yeah, hopefully it's good surface to walk on. Well, the track has been okay so far. A little bit rough in places, a lot of dead wood on the track, but yeah, not too bad. So making reasonable progress through here. I hope this lasts. Right, 12:30, so time for a lunch break, and the leg's getting pretty tired, so yeah, need a rest. Here's a new mushroom. I've never seen one of these before. Well, I'm about 45 minutes away from Lower Wairaki hut, and I've decided that I'm just going to stop there. It's going to be fairly early, 2:15 I think by the time I get there. But oops, excuse me. My body is telling me that it's done enough, and I need to start winding back a little bit. Otherwise, I'm not going to make the distance. So yeah, I'll make it a short day today. Have a nice long rest at the hut, and then a short day tomorrow, and then I've got the big one the day after. And this is where I'm going to stop for the night, so definitely done enough for today. My body is saying, yeah, I need some rest, so we'll stop here. So this sign says Araroa hut 6 hours, 16 k's. That's where I've just come from. And this one over here says Telford campsite, which is my next stop, 9 k's, 8 hours. So either they've got these numbers wrong, or it's going to be a really hard trek. So yeah, I think I'll stand by my decision to stop here for the night. Here's the inside of the hut. Fairly standard, but look, you brought along the sunlight. Someone left a note inside the hut here saying that the times outside on the sign are wrong, and Telford campsite is more like 3 to 4 hours, which is about more like I was expecting. So that's good. That gives me a nice easy day tomorrow. I'll just cruise there, have a nice late start, and hopefully the rain will hold off. There's plenty of firewood here, so I've got a little fire going just to dry out my shoes and socks. Good morning, it's day 137 and I'm about to leave the little Wairaki hut and head towards Telford campsite. So it's about 8 k's, I think. 3 to 4 hours. Should be a cruisy day, so at least that's what I've got planned. So we'll see if it turns out that way. Hopefully if I get up onto the Telford tops, I might just have a bit of a view from up there. That would be nice. But we'll have to see how the cloud is. The cloud could be low today, so maybe nothing at all. As I suspected, I'm climbing up into the cloud now, so I don't think there are going to be any views from the top, unfortunately. This forest is getting a little bit spooky. It's eerily quiet, and with this mist, scary. Wow, that was a climb. 550 meters straight up, and I'm naked now. But there's a nice little sign here to greet me at the top. Look at that. Yeah, I agree. The track here has been really nice. So through the bush, through the forest. It's yeah, it's been a good track. It's muddy in places, but there hasn't been a hell of a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks, so the mud hasn't been much of a problem for me. And the track is well marked and easy to follow, so can't ask for more than that. Enjoying it, it's really good. You know, eating Nutella or peanut butter straight from the jar is legit when you're on trail. Okay, it's not a sign that you've gone feral or anything. No, it's not until you're digging in with your fingers that you're gone feral. If you're using a spoon, it's legit. Here we are on the Telford tops. Woohoo! Alrighty, what a view! Not. Now, I was hoping that we'd have a view from here, because apparently I have it on good authority that on a good day you can see all the way to the south coast of the South Island. You might even be able to see fluff on through the day, but that's not going to happen today. Oh well. Now my problem here is that from one market pole I can't see the next in all this mist. And the ground trail is really light, so I keep on losing it and stumbling around in this mist, finding bluffs and things like that. So yeah, this is slow going at the moment. Right, here's the Telford campsite. I'm going to be camping here tonight for two reasons. One, I'm just tired and I don't want to go on anymore, so I've done my dash for the day. Secondly, that the next section beyond here is through Mount Linton Station, which is apparently the largest farm in New Zealand. And they let TA hikers wander through, but only during daylight hours, and there's no camping allowed. And it's 27 k's to get through to the other side. So yeah, that's too much for the afternoon. So I will be stopping here and starting fresh in the morning. Oops, I've gone feral. Well, it rained for 12-13 hours. Finally stopped about 2 in the morning, I think. So I think it stopped raining out there. So I guess I should keep moving. Good morning. It is day 138 and I'm all packed up. This is where I slept last night. The one little dry spot there. All my clothes are wet. Tent's soaking wet. But there is a little hint of blue sky up there. So I'm hoping that a bit of sun will come out and dry me out. That would be nice. Well, I'm now wetter than I started out. A combination of crossing rivers and wet grass. But I'm sure the drying phase is going to start any minute now. I suppose that now I'm coming towards the end of this journey, I should come up with some deep and meaningful words about what this whole thing means to me and about my experiences. I'll have to give that a bit more thought, but one initial thing that comes to mind is that back in the North Island somewhere or other, I described this walk as my BHAG, my big, hairy, audacious goal. And a BHAG is a goal that's so far-fetched, so far out there that it seems impossible. But when you break it down, it is actually achievable, you know, with enough dedication. And I'm getting close to the end of mine now, and it looks like I'm going to achieve my BHAG. And I'm going to be so happy when I get to that signpost at Stirling Point and I can put a tick in the box next to BHAG and say, yeah, I did that. But I was thinking about it, the BHAG, I mean, it seems audacious when you look at it in its entirety, the whole thing, but it's really just a sequence of smaller obstacles. Achieve one at a time, and eventually you'll tick off the whole objective. So you just need to have the determination, the perseverance to be able to keep at it one after the other, one day after the other. Each challenge, you just take it as it comes, tick it off, and don't get overwhelmed by the entirety of the journey. That will come in due course all by itself, and one day you'll find yourself standing at Stirling Point or wherever it is that your BHAG takes you, and you'll be able to say, yeah, I did that. You know, doing the trail, people often ask you, why are you doing this? I mean, it's such a huge effort. You know, what's the point? And it's a difficult one to answer because there are so many different reasons. You know, I just love the adventure. I love getting out in the outdoors. I love the tramping. I've seen and learnt so much about New Zealand as I've done this. I've seen so many birds that I've never seen before, so many plants. Learned a lot about the geology and what really makes up this country. So all of those things are really, really important. That's a big aspect for why I'm doing it, and I'm just having a lot of fun doing it. But then there's also the personal development side of things. After my accident, my walking ability was pretty limited, and so starting the trail gave me plenty of practice in walking. I think it's fair to say that I can walk reasonably well now. But mentally, I think more than anything, I think that has been the big value for me. After my accident, I was in a deep depression for quite a while, and just planning to do the trail was what lifted me out of that. It gave me the incentive to look ahead, plan, and achieve, or aim to achieve something amazing. And getting out on the trail has improved my ability to walk immensely, but also it's given me belief in myself that I can achieve things, that I can live a life that is fun, and I'm not destined to be bedbound or in a wheelchair. and there's a lot that I can achieve in life, and a lot of things I can do. That'll be fun and give me motivation. So that's the real key, I think, for me in doing this trail. That's the value that I get out of it. Well, so far in this section in total, I've seen one northbound hiker, one section hiker, and I've chatted to a farmer for a while earlier today. And that's it. In what is it, 4 days? That's the only contact I've had with anyone else. So it's been a pretty quiet section. Wow. Was that you? What did you have for breakfast? You gonna let me pass without kicking me? Hey? Go on. You won't let me pet you. Just let me pass. Come on. Come on. Oh, I made it across Mount Linton Station. Woo-hoo. It's 27 k's. It took me 8 hours to get across, and I'm out. So now it's just another 1.6 k's around along some roads to Birchwood Station, where I'm going to stay the night. Yeah, I made it here. Birchwood Station. This is home for the night. I can take my pack off and put my feet up. Good morning. It's day 139, and I'm still at Birchwood Station. Such a novelty having electric light. Wow. The sun isn't up yet, so it's still dark outside, but I wanted to get up early because I've got a big day ahead again. Another 26 k's through 2 smaller forests today, Woodlaw Forest and Island Bush, and that should get me to Merrivale. Okay, as I said, day 139, and just leaving Birchwood cabin now, Birchwood Station, and heading off back into the wilderness. So that's where I'm going. I'm at cloud base now, so I'm going to lose all of these pretty soon, I think. I've been cruising through the pine forest for a little while now, and that's been easy going, nice, fast pace, so it's been good. But about to get back into native forest up here, so this is going to be a lot rougher. I think it'll get down to single track again. So this is Woodlaw Forest, a lot like Takatimu Forest, beach, bit of undergrowth, a few ferns in here, which is nice. I'm a bit surprised how few southbound hikers I've come across. Haven't seen all that many northbounders either, but southbounders, I think I counted 9 in total of the whole of the South Island, and only a few of those I did any walking with. There's Bara and Ryan and Bill and Dan for a day, and that was it. So the majority of this trek I've been by myself, so it's been nice to come across other people when I have, because it really makes it a bit more interesting and breaks the tedium a bit. Here is Merrivale Hut. This is where I will be staying tonight, so at last I can put my feet up. Come here. Well, here is Merrivale Hut. Nice little place. I'm all settled in here, and I've just been having a look at the big map on the wall here, and this is pretty daunting. I'm there at the moment, so tomorrow the objective is all the way down this road, up into the bush trails, all the way through here and down to Mountains Hut, 28 k's. That's a big ask, and there's a lot of mud and bush tracks and all that sort of stuff there, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I don't know if I can do that or not, but we'll give it a go. If not, there's some camping opportunities along the way, so I will have to camp out if I can't make it all the way to Mountains Hut. Yeah.